Hi, and welcome to Niagara EMS headquarters. Today we are in our Brock room here at our headquarters, and we wanted to bring you a message about some of the great work our whole team here at Niagara EMS is doing to promote the psychological wellness of our staff. With me today is one of our chaplains, Paul Fletcher, and one of our superintendents, who is also a member of the peer support team, Carolyn Chandler.
One of the programs, as Myron mentioned, that I'm involved in is the peer support team. So the peer support team has been part of Niagara Region, or Niagara EMS, since 2001. And back in 2016, we revamped that program by inviting Dr. Grady Bray to Niagara EMS to train some of the newer members of our peer support team in how to interact with their staff and how to help them in times of stress. So we have a team of about 16 people. Some of them are newer, some of them are older, but they all have their own strengths and weaknesses. We all have our ways of connecting with different staff members. And so as an employee, if you do need to talk to somebody on the peer support team, you have a great group of people to sort of choose from and connect with. We come out at all hours of the day and night, on weekends, whenever we're needed, whenever a crew member or a crew needs support for various things. It can be from anything work-related to personal, whatever they need help with. We're always there 24/7 to help them out. We've been really well trained. Myron is in charge of sort of the deployment of our team and follow up with staff members. And I think it's a really valuable part of our support network at Niagara EMS here.
Thanks, Carolyn.
One of the new things this year that Niagara EMS has chosen to do is to start a chaplains program. And so we have two chaplains. I'm number one, Marvin's number two. Probably in Marvin's world, he would say he's number one and I'm number two. But the bottom line is we have two chaplains. And it's just a complete honor for us to come and be a part of this incredible team. Our main objective is to support our members. And we realize that people have mind, they have body, and they have soul. And part of the journey of life is understanding that soul component. And so as chaplains, we just want to come alongside. If people have questions or thoughts, we want to support them in whatever that looks like for them, because we realize a faith journey is very unique to each individual. And so for us, we want to come alongside, whether it's ride-alongs or hanging out in dispatch or just hanging out here and allowing people to get to know us, to build a friendship, and then obviously just to support our members. And that's truly our goal, is to come alongside and to support.
Thanks, Paul. So my role here at Niagara EMS is I am the Superintendent of Psychological Wellness, and that position was created in January of 2019. And that program oversees all the great work of the peer support team members like Carolyn, our chaplain program that we're very fortunate to have two chaplains with, as well as some of the other programs we've discussed here today. A key component in that, other than providing support to staff, is program development as well as staff education. And Niagara EMS has taken the psychological wellness very seriously of our staff. For the past 11, 12 years, we've been providing mental health training at all of our annual training sessions that we have for the front line. One of those training programs is the Working Mind First Responder, and that program is specific to first responders. Very pleased to say that our staff have all been trained in the initial program a few years back, and this year, spring 2019, we actually were able to train all of our staff in the booster program that they come out with. That was a really great reminder for a lot of staff on some of the things that they've learned and coping strategies.
Personally, as a owner of 3 dogs, I think one of the great things that we have here at Niagara EMS is our therapy dog program. So staff members can get their dogs trained, and then they're allowed to bring them in. And so if a member needs some support, and there's nothing like the love of a dog to support you in times of need, our members can participate in that. The other thing that is really cool is we have started a pilot program with the Lincoln County Humane Society, where our members can go and be a part of the Humane Society. So if there's a dog that needs to be walked, they can take the dog for a walk. If there's cats that need to be cuddled, because we know cats love to cuddle, they can go and just find a place of solitude, find a place of support, and it's just a great way, another great way that we find support for our members in their times of need.
And all these great supports that we have in place for our staff, one of the greatest supports is on behalf of the entire service, I'd like to take a moment to thank you, the community as a whole, for all the great support that you provided to our staff during these unprecedented times of COVID-19. Your warm messages that we see along the streets, the signs we see in the windows, the wonderful messages in social media, they really mean a lot to all first responders, but I know during this time, our staff here at Niagara EMS really appreciate that, and we certainly don't want that to go unnoticed.
In channeling my inner chief, please take care, be well, and be safe.